Welcome to VNews Podcast Daily and following are the top stories.
Cabinet convened regular November meeting. Eurocham launched Whitebook on trade and investment issues in Vietnam and recommendations. Over 500 firms will join International Agriculture Fair in Can Tho city. Vietnam and Laos increase ties in water resources management.
Regular cabinet meeting opened in Hanoi on November 30, focusing on socio-economic tasks in 2011 and development plans for next year.
At the meeting, cabinet members also discussed sustainable development orientation for the 2011-2020 period and projects on restructuring state-owned enterprises and commercial banks. In 11 months, Vietnam's exports rose 34.7% against the same period last year, tripling the target set by the National Assembly. Economic growth is estimated at 6% this year. Cabinet members stressed the need to pursue solutions to curb inflation and maintain macroeconomic stability. They also said it is necessary to gather resources to create breakthroughs in economic restructuring and renew the growth model towards improving efficiency and competitiveness. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng said long priority should be given to small and medium-sized enterprises and the development of production, business, agriculture, export and supporting industry. He asked ministers to join hands in solving issues arising from the implementation of fiscal and monetary policies and make greater efforts in curbing trade deficit, mitigating natural disaster risks, boosting administrative reform, and improving transport safety.
Presidents of the front organizations of Cambodia, Laos and Vietnam convened their first meeting in Phnom Penh on November 30.
During the meeting, participants signed a memorandum of understanding on the cooperative program between the Solidarity Fund for Development of the Cambodian Motherland, the Laos Front for National Construction, and the Fatherland Front of Vietnam. They agreed to expand friendly exchanges between all peoples and coordinate in conducting cooperative programs of the three governments, especially in trade, culture, science, education, health, and environmental areas. At the meeting, 6 senior leaders of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and the Laos Front for National Construction were conferred with Cambodia's Friendship Order. Vietnamese recipients were Huỳnh Đàm, President of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, Nguyễn Trọng Kim, Vice President and Secretary General, and Nguyễn Lâm, Vice President.
The Consultative Group meeting of donors will take place in Hanoi, focusing on economic restructuring and poverty reduction.
World Bank Country Director in Vietnam, Victoria Kwok said on November 30th that the meeting will also discuss the restructuring of public investment and the finance and banking sectors, social welfare and poverty reduction. The World Bank said Vietnam has recorded results in reducing inflation, credit growth and currency supply. However, Vietnam should be more transparent in its strategy to stabilize markets. Despite a slowdown in economic growth, the Vietnamese economy is projected to expand by around 5.8% this year. The World Bank also pointed out challenges for Vietnam, including high expenditure, although foreign debt remains within a sustainable debt framework. The restructure of state-owned businesses and the finance and banking sector will have Vietnam achieve a sustainable economic environment and lay foundations for more effective medium-term growth. The forum will include an overview of the investment environment, a dialogue with the government on building an effective and efficient banking sector, capital markets, and production and distribution.
The European Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam, Eurocham, launched its Whitebook 2012 on trade and investment issues and recommendations in Hanoi on December 1st.
The Whitebook is a collective expression of the views of Eurocham member companies on particular aspects of the business environment in Vietnam. The information and views put forward in the book are intended to stimulate discussion and offer suggestions for the improvement of European-Vietnamese business relations. The Whitebook held that progress has been made in legal framework and infrastructure in Vietnam. However, many Eurocham member companies face difficulties in applying for investment license and enforcement of intellectual property rights. In addition, market access issues which interfere with the importation of goods into Vietnam have harmed European perceptions of the business environment in Vietnam. At the press conference, Dr. Matthias Chan, Eurocham Executive Manager, said, Eurocham believes once the free trade agreement between Vietnam and the EU is signed, FDI from the European Union will increase in both quantity and quality.
An international agricultural fair will take place from December 6 to 12 in Can Tho City. More than 500 domestic and foreign businesses are expected to attend the event.
The fair organizing board said, on the display at the exhibition will be machineries, equipment and processing lines, along with agroforestry and aquatic products, new varieties, fertilizers, pesticides and animal feed. Companies joining the exhibition will introduce their projects on agriculture and rural development, scientific technological achievements and agricultural development models. During the event, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development will present gold medals to high-quality products. The Ministry will also offer insignia for the cause of agriculture and rural development to businesses which have made contributions to agricultural development in Vietnam.
Vietnam's progress in reducing the birth rate over the last 20 years helped prevent the addition of another 18.5 million people to the population. Head of General Office for Population and Planning Dương Quốc Trọng made the remark at a conference to launch the National Population Planning Month, which begins on December 1st.
In 1961, Vietnam issued the first legal document that called for better planning in population and reproductive health. Since then, the population growth rate has decreased from 3.5% in the 1960s to 1.5% in 2010. With the number of children on average per woman dropping from 6.3 in the 1960s to the current 2, Vietnam's population control program has been considered one of the most effective in the world. Imagine if we added another 80.5 million people to the current population, how overloaded cities such as Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City would be. Vietnam's remarkable progress in population planning has contributed a great deal to our socio-economic picture. During the National Month of Population Planning, various activities and forums will be held nationwide to increase awareness at all levels on population planning activities, especially in remote localities. Vietnam's population at 87 million is still the 13th largest in the world.
A workshop was held in Hanoi on December 1st to seek ways to increase cooperation between Vietnam and Laos in water resources management.
Vietnam and Laos have yet set up any cooperation link for river basin management, except for their cooperation under the framework of the Mekong River Commission. An initiative on management of Sezan, Seripok and Sekong river basins between Cambodia, Laos and Vietnam has been launched to promote the management of cross-border rivers. Vietnam and Laos should have a common vision in the management of cross-border river basins, and we should find out solutions for mutual benefits. Participants at the workshop were told that development of hydropower dams and the exploitation of forestry products and minerals have degraded water resources in both inland and cross-border rivers in Vietnam and Laos. The workshop is an opportunity for Vietnamese and Lao scientists to share their studies on water resources management. update information on development policies relating to management and use of water resources on river basins.
And that comes to the end of VNews today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.